Really quick, I want to wish everybody Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, Happy Festivus, whatever you celebrate. 10 minutes left to the open, to the close, excuse me. SPY is right at that 600 handle. Funny how that all works. Just a couple sessions ago after the Fed, that 600 handle broke, and that was it. The big bear market was coming. All the headlines, folks saying, "Oh, yeah, every little the first, the cryptocurrency tear, MSTR, all those different narratives everybody creates for to create the fear, uncertainty, and doubt, right? The FUD. And here we are. So a couple things to note: the amount of stocks over their 50-day moving average on the S&P now over 30%. The VIX, which had spiked near, was it over 30? So maybe it was 29. Down here under 15, so it's down 11% today. And then yields, which even despite yesterday's rally, rose, are coming in. So all good stuff here. I always get concerned though when everybody's on the same bandwagon. So to see the market, the Santa Claus rally start to bear fruit, it just gets me a little cautious. But anyway, so just in a nutshell, AMD this morning was gapping, looking great, 128 at the open. I was watching. I was actually looking to possibly add some more strikes, and then it just came under pressure from 128 all the way down to the 126 handle. Didn't want to be in a spot where I lost my profit, so I closed the last out. And then I was going to revisit for some later strikes. I'll be patient here. It's at 126. Could be a name. I keep saying, it's the forgotten stepchild. At some point, I think probably 136, 137 gap fill. So don't be surprised if I have some calls later this week. I mean, we only have two more trading days. Also, finally added some trip calls, and I was looking at January's first yesterday. Then I was looking uh, at February's, and I was looking at March's, and then there was some strikes going through on June. So I went and got the June strikes. Just curious, you start looking at the open interest. The 20 strikes in June have 16,000 contracts on the open interest, which is almost well, let's see, I'd have to add up all the other strikes combined. But I think that's it's definitely the largest on the call side. On the flip side, you look at the puts, right? The put open interest on the January's, just the January monthly strikes, the January 17th, 61,000, $8 puts, $10 contracts, 12,500. So there's a lot of open interest on the January strike. So if those folks who I don't know if they're sold to open or what have you, but if they're actually contract, it could cause some acceleration to some buying. So anyway, so I was looking for shorter dated strikes. I'm typically not wanting to go out in June, but that's what I did. I posted a chart in the chat room as well. If you take a look at the last 2 years, from December to the start of the next year and into January, February, both 2023 and 2024, Trip went on massive runs. And I actually had the calls last year when it went on the run. I'll have to go back to see if I had the calls back in 2022 into 2023. But if we have deja vu all over again, I'm 16, 17, 18. If it goes to $16, the June strikes are going to be at least a double. Also, you have the possibility that there's more M&A activity, considering they just bought out the stakeholder that probably prevented the buyout at $28 last year. So that's it, folks. 8 minutes to the close. Let's have a great end to the year. We have 4 more trading sessions left. And yeah, it should be an exciting 2025. I'm hoping to have my top 5 stocks for 2025 webinar out this weekend. And that's it, folks. Have a great holiday. I'll be back rock and roll.